Oh, is that YouTube already? Mic check, mic check. Are you ready?
I don't know anything anymore.
5 o'clock.
Yeah,
Thursday.
that's a time. You get used to it too. We're Chelsea and Tony, and this is our live show. It's actually live, which is impressive if you really need to know. And this episode is brought to you by Squarespace. Whether you need a domain, website, or online store, make your next move with Squarespace. They have beautiful award-winning templates, an all-in-one platform, and award-winning 24/7 customer support. So start your free trial today at squarespace.com/Tony and use the coupon code portfolio for 10% off.
If you already have a Squarespace portfolio and you want us to look at it during the live show, go to sdp.io/link and send it in. I don't actually have any waiting for me, so send something in.
So if you send it in,
yeah, there's a good chance we'll take a look at it. We'll also be looking at your pictures today. Today we're looking at pictures that show a story. So it's kind of the most important part of a picture is to tell some sort of story, but it's often overlooked. We want pictures where we can look at it and a story unfolds in a single frame for us. That's it.
That's it. That's all we want.
Could be just about anything else. And if you want to submit your pictures now, visit sdp.io/submit. Type in the password FABLE.
Here's a hot
One picture
tip.
per person.
Here's a secret. Before every live show, I go live on either Periscope or Instagram, and I tell everybody the password early for being loyal. So you should go there if you want a better chance of getting your picture seen.
Yeah, follow Chelsea on Instagram and Twitter.
Follow me on Instagram.
And me, because I'm cool too.
Follow me. I do the live stuff.
Next Thursday at 5 o'clock Eastern Time, we're looking at your black and white photos. This is live, so you can communicate with us in a couple of ways. You can just write a comment. Our screener Siobhan out in Philly will determine which comments are worthy and ask us in real time. So you can just ask us questions. You can also use hashtag TCLive on Instagram or Twitter, and Justin can toss those up on the screen. How you doing, Justin?
Fantastic.
Justin, our
why
latest.
Are you doing so fantastic?
I'm just looking for my switch to turn my mic on. That's all. Sorry.
Justin just recently got his certification to fly a drone. I don't know what the official name for that certification is. An
FAA Part 107 UAS certification. Congrats, Justin.
Ooh.
Thanks. Yeah, it was cool. It was fun.
It's only for commercially flying drones. Some people saw it and thought in the U.S. you needed this to fly any kind of drone. You could fly it for hobby purposes, but it's definitely a gray area whether YouTube is considered commercial, but some of our stuff is definitely commercial. So anyway, Justin's legal. He can fly.
Congratulations, Justin.
If someone was selling their prints that they shot with a drone, that would definitely be commercial, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Some photo news. We're going to look at your pictures in a sec. Some photo news up first. Canon announced 3 new cameras. The Canon EOS M6, a little mirrorless camera that slots in above the M5, has a flip-up screen, and is otherwise pretty much exactly like the other camera. They also announced the T7i, a follow-up to their popular T6i, and the 77D, which is one step below the 80D. And I mean, I just could not muster any enthusiasm for these cameras. They kind of are just like exactly like the other cameras that they've done with, like a little bit better focusing. It's like, it's just like more of the same from Canon. But there they are. They're there. Some people I know are enthused about them, but I don't know. I like to see something innovative about it.
Me too.
Yeah. Let's take a look at a few pictures. That was about it this week. I think the next few weeks.
Whose job do you suppose it is to take pictures of those cameras?
I think they're mostly renders. I know, it's weird, right?
But
they don't even take pictures of their own cameras.
That's not sensible.
Well, it kind of is because, you've done macro work and you know how hard it is to keep everything clean and they get the angles just right and the lighting is just consistent. And often they need to make these before the cameras have been manufactured and produced in a final way.
I understand that. What's not sensible is that rendering's probably going to put commercial photography out of business, and yet
Largely.
camera manufacturers are using it.
Ironic, right?
Why? Look at this baby. This is a story of a child born from the sea. See, no footprints going into the water, only coming out. You do the math. Sea baby.
I will say it's a cute picture, but yeah, it doesn't tell me much of a. There's not a story. It's just a kid at a beach.
Sea baby.
Okay, let's see if we can discern this.
This picture is blowing my mind a little bit.
Sorry, I keep saying it. I don't know what the story is.
Well,
It looks like voyeuristic.
yeah, that's why I think it's very cool. I like it a lot.
But what's the story?
She's reading to her little girl, but it's just a candid moment in someone's house. You're walking by, you see them through the window, you have no sense of boundaries, so you take a picture and you just document life happening. Oh man, he picked number 1 and everybody's like, I don't know. Like, it just seems like maybe you're not number 1.
Again, I think there could be some story here. If they were high-fiving after successfully winning the game, that would be something if they'd lost. But as it is, it just seems like guys in a dugout, right? I'm not sure what the story is. It's fine. There's no technical problems with the photo, but as I look at what the actual story is,
This is great.
this is cute. Yeah, it doesn't call to me like there's a story going on, though. There's a little interaction there.
And there's a story. This monkey comes by her house every day giving her trouble, and she knows this is how she can get it to go away.
Yeah, okay, I like that. I actually
The
have always wanted
colors-
to be someplace where monkeys are a pest.
I like the colors. It really scares
But
me.
it is a pretty picture. I like the composition of it, and you're right, the colors are really nice.
You're enchanted by pest monkeys?
Yeah. So
You're going to be patient 0 of something with that attitude. with your pest monkey pride. Good luck.
once again, maybe I didn't describe what I envisioned for storytelling in enough detail, but I want to look at it and have some story unfold, something beyond just subject action, like these are guys fishing, but that's not a story.
It's a simple story.
But it's a nice picture, nice light. And again, I think this is a nice picture, but I don't know where she is or what she's doing there.
I love the light and I love all of the negative space. You have the raw file. You might be able to save it. I would just go in and bring down these highlights just so that she's not blown out. I like to expose for the subject. And then if you have to bring out the shadows a little bit to bring out some of the light here, that's okay. But you want to expose for her. She looks a little ghostly, which maybe you're going for that. And
That is one of those shots your camera would blow out the subject on because it's mostly dark.
I don't know why I find this picture a little bit hilarious too, because like there are these things here where you're not supposed to walk anywhere, and then there's this lady all alone in this kind of spooky room.
Yeah, I think she's one of those people that make sure you don't touch stuff in a museum.
But what would they touch?
Those walls, it seem like you're not supposed to touch them.
Shoe shiner?
Yeah, it looks like a shoe shine guy, but again,
There's no one.
it's just a shoe shine guy.
He's texting. Yeah, I see what they saw. Just 2 babies hanging out.
Yeah, they seem to be having fun.
They're cute.
Okay. The story's definitely not immediately apparent at a high level, but maybe if we zoom in, it seems like a cute kind of street photography image.
I like this picture a lot.
Yeah, I think it's a cute shot.
I like this negative space up here, how it's mirrored down here. And then she's very much isolated. I like it. I'm going to give this one a pick. It's not like the most technically perfect picture, but there's something I like about it.
Yeah, if you wanted to make a story out of it, maybe if we could see what the people were waiting in line for, or if there was some interaction.
I
can
think
see
the
there's, like, a
story to
bored
me
kid, but
is that she's surrounded by all of these people here for another reason, and she's just in her own little world. It looks like she's doing all this chalk drawing I like that about it. Oh,
Okay. This is a better example of a story.
this is Principal Buzzkill.
Yeah, I don't know why he looks so bummed out.
It's like,
Everybody's going to pick their hats up. Everybody wants their hat
jeez,
badly.
throwing their hats. Hate this tradition. Always have.
This person seems to be protecting their head because they're worried that somebody's hat's going to hit them.
Yeah. 10 kids a year die from graduation hat related injuries.
And you know what? They planned ahead to pan back and capture these things in the air, because that's the mistake a lot of people make, is they'll be focused on the people and then they'll throw the hats, but then all the hats end up out of the frame because they weren't zoomed back far enough.
I like this picture.
Yeah, I'm going to give this one a pick. I like it a lot.
I think this
And it's
picture,
on subject.
it says so much about youth versus adulthood. Like, he's over it, and they're just throwing their hats without even thinking of how annoying it's going to be to have to pick them up in a couple of minutes. And that's life.
Yeah, I like that shot. Whoa.
Too many babies.
Yeah, that's weird.
I think the story is that it feels like your baby is everywhere.
And you are also everywhere.
I'd like to see one dad and so many babies, because that's what it felt like for me.
This one is funny. Yeah, I actually think that's a good example of at least a story that we can relate to. They seem to be moving a keg. Is that a keg?
Yeah, maybe it's an
I just
exercise.
imagining it.
Maybe it's an exercise to point their thing.
Oh, yeah, I think it's the opposite of a tug of war. Okay, and it's a great picture, too. I love the water spray and those kids on the left kind of playing, and I gave it a pick. I think it's beautiful.
You did.
You got just a
didn't you?
little bit of an American flag in there. I think it works even better in black and white, though. Yeah, cool shot. Good example.
I'm going to bring the clarity up a lot, just to add a lot of contrast. This is cool. You did it. Oh, goodness.
Wow, with the Aurora Borealis. That's crazy, right?
So that's meat, huh? So we're just going to take pictures of meat.
Wait. Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty incredible moment.
I mean, I got to give it a pick.
Yeah, right? Awesome shot. Man, what a backdrop. We gotta hang out somewhere with an Aurora Borealis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is a better example of storytelling than the baseball picture that we saw earlier, because there's like distinctly something happening, a moment. You can see his coach in the background is also celebrating.
I'm going to give it a pick.
Yeah, I kind of wish we could see it bothers me that rope is going right through
here?
the judge's face, and I wouldn't mind seeing the face of the loser too, because I bet there's some emotion in there, but I suspect you were
Sadness.
just not able to zoom back any further. Oh, okay. So this is very topical, I assume, though I guess there are probably lots of precedents where this could have happened.
I'm going to say it's probably recent.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and I do think there's plenty of story that you could infer here, even if you weren't immersed in news about this 18 hours a day, as everybody in America
They
is.
have the flag and they have the signs.
Yeah,
So you
I
know
think-
where it is. You see this guy is just scared as hell. Can't even look at the news anymore.
Yeah, I think it's an excellent example.
I'm going
of
to give it a pick.
storytelling. Yeah, good idea. That's really a great picture.
Oh my gosh, you darling dandy. Who's this man?
I love that guy on the bike. I don't see much of a story going on here, just a guy riding a bike,
What?
but I
No
think it's a
way.
great shot.
He's in London, right?
And that
Oh, yeah.
could be the eye. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So, yeah, because then this is Tower
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Bridge, I think. Please don't, people, just don't worry about it.
Okay, but you see what I mean. It's not a detailed story. We don't know where he's going, what he's feeling, who he's going to see,
He's not from this time.
but it's a nice picture. This looks like a Black Lives Matter protest, and I like the expression there. I guess I was able to discern more of the story. Yeah, I felt like the other picture had just more pieces to make an actual story, but this one shows you more of an individual expression. So in a way, it might even be a more powerful photo,
Yeah.
but maybe not as much in the actual storytelling.
I like the expression. I think the lighting's really beautiful. I'm going to give this one a pick.
If we could see more of his sign, then that would tell us more of the story.
Yeah, but it's cool because here you see black, and then you see Black Lives Matter here.
Yeah, I definitely was able to piece it together.
It's cool. Oh, this kid is very justifiably skeptical of the accordion and the man playing it. This is a story of lessons learned.
Yeah.
When you're cruising on your bike and you need to stop and grab a banana.
Yeah, I can see, there's some level of story here and that
You think this is
the kid's
Thailand?
worn out. It certainly could be Thailand, right?
Because we saw a lot of this action.
It is so common there. And yeah, they do just stack as many people as possible.
I'm going to give this a pick because I think this
scooter.
is such a nice slice of life.
Yeah, I think it's really nice. It's well done. This is a gorgeous shot.
Yeah.
It almost looks like
Pick.
one of Lewis's photos. Yeah, and again,
I like that that's the standard.
it's a scene.
Is this a Lewis?
Well, he has so many awesome photos of Louis Chan. You should look up his work of Myanmar. Anyway, it's a nice scene. I don't know. I guess maybe I need to give up this idea that the photos are actually going to tell stories because it doesn't seem like
This is a story.
people are tight on that theme.
Oh, this is a
At
story.
least not the way I envisioned it.
This is a story I relate to. You have your friends over. You're from the burbs. There's nothing else to do. You get out your walkie-talkies and you play a
Your
shooting
airsoft,
game.
and
Mhm.
yeah, you just start shooting your friends.
I live that life. I'm going to give that a pick. Is this for real or is this like Plymouth Rock? Plymouth Plantation. Like this looks like so beautiful. It looks staged.
Yeah, you're right. It is a beautiful shot. Yeah, again, I don't know what the story is other than there's just a person there.
I love it.
It's a nice shot.
I don't see a story, but this is a nice picture.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what is she going to do with that rock? This is a terrifying story. This is PG-13. This is about a devil child with a mommy shirt. She's going to kill her mom.
I'm blanking. What's that movie about, or the book about the kids on the island?
Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies. Maybe it's that moment.
Her shirt
She's
says
sick of piggy stuff.
Her shirt says wild mommy. She's like, I'll put you down, wild mommy. No more nap time. It's a terrifying story, but it's a story. Uh-oh. Ghost dancer. I'll give this a pick.
Yeah, I think that's cute, and I think it's kind of on topic. I mean, we see the kid kind of having fun at the beach.
Children are
while people
frightening.
are doing stuff in the background.
Oh. Yep.
I'm taking a picture.
This reminds me of me and you. This is you with the ridiculous camera setup, and this is me with taking a ridiculous picture. I like it.
Definitely a cool shot with the silhouettes. Again,
Mhm.
I don't know, it's not strong on story,
I
but
can't really tell what's going on, but I love it a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, they're mole people. I'm going to give it a pick.
everyone's favorite story.
He caught a dog. Ah, my dream come true.
That is cute.
When you go out looking for dinner, but you find the friend of a lifetime. Labradog. Come on, Tony. Get in on the banter, Tony.
Okay, this picture is really cute. I love that expression with his nose down and he's just ready to pounce.
Yeah, because he's going to steal his bone.
Yeah,
Get
the
your
other
own
dog
bone.
seems to know that's going to happen too.
This is like our dogs.
So that's a pretty good example, I think. We have a couple of characters in here. They're interacting. We can infer what they're feeling about each other, and we also can tell what's going to happen. And it's a great shot.
Oh,
Oh, that's really cute.
this is so sweet. The focus, right?
Well, the focus, I guess I was mostly just focused on the Spanish. Is that how you would ask, will you marry me in Spanish?
Why
Or
are
would you live with
questioning
me?
them?
I don't know. I guess I maybe that's just how they say it. It's not happens to not be a phrase I've ever had to say in Spanish, so I don't happen to know that one for sure.
You should have proposed to me in Spanish.
Yeah, I would have at least known this phrase. Yeah, I actually think it's a nice shot. I wish we could see a little bit more of them since they're the star here.
I like that you question it because it's not in your very limited Spanish vocabulary. Like, maybe they're asking her to live with him.
That would be
It does mean, will you marry me?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was able to infer that from the story of the
Yeah.
photo, so that's a
And
good.
I'm teasing
Despite
you.
my limited Spanish.
You know my favorite hobby is teasing you. I like it. A good story. I gave it a pick.
Okay.
What is this story? A story of love, a story of loss.
Yeah, I think this is definitely compelling. I definitely started trying to piece the story together. This is how you lose her. Is that the name of the book?
By spilling wine on her book? Yeah, it's a good story.
Yeah, maybe so.
And they've been through a
the
few
ring is
bottles
off.
of wine. Look, they just kept uncorking them.
Okay, I'm going to give this one a pick because that's a great example of somebody piecing a story together.
Yeah.
Like a still life.
You did
And
it.
I like the inclusion of the
I
ring.
give it a pick too.
Great idea. Somebody, I think they actually set out to tell a story.
Let's do chit chat.
Okay, we'll jump over to Chit Chat. And then maybe we'll go to Siobhan and see if there are any questions. Chit Chat,
Chit chat. This is
section where we read your comments.
Yeah, we read your comments and sometimes we do whatever. Michael says, I came here for definitive answers. All you awesome people did was read my mind and totally make my day. Hashtag fail not. Michael, I haven't gotten this much support since I started this job.
I was just baffled by the emotional roller coaster that was this combination of hashtag everything, which is like a 2012 thing, and fail, which is maybe like 2006, and then not, which has got to be like solidly like 1988.
Whoa.
It's all these different catchphrases from different eras all
You
blended together
Slow down.
into a double negative, which I think ended up being a positive.
I'm Team Michael on this one. His comment, though very brief, read like a novel. Okay? I didn't know where it was going. He came here for definitive answers. I was like, and we didn't kill him? And all you awesome people, I was like, but he likes me? And then we read his mind? Michael, this is
We have
brilliant.
superpowers.
Hashtag fail 2012. This is so current.
Thanks, Michael.
Jesse said, LOL. What in the world was Tony looking at in the first 3 seconds that he seemed dazed out? And Mr. Shut the Front Door said, judging by his hair, it was all the ghosts that have ever or will ever exist. Tony, did you see multiple ghosts that day?
Yes. That's why I look like this.
It's amazing how people can always read exactly what we're thinking and feeling. That's something that makes an impression on me. Stu said, one day I'll be brave enough to send in a pic. Not because I'm scared of criticism, but most shots I see in your program are fantastic. I feel totally amateur. And Hunter said, nothing ventured, nothing gained. They reviewed mine today, and you can't get any more amateur than me. Enjoy. And then Jacob said some things as well. He submitted one and was afraid, but we told him he had an unnecessarily high ISO, so he learned from that feedback. And when he submitted his second photo, I said it was great and gave it a pick.
That's what we like to see, some improvement. And putting yourself out there. That's important.
It does take a bit. I always feel bad when I find out it's someone's first time and me just go right past it, but just keep going. Just keep going for it.
I think it's like a real class. Like sometimes you want to, I don't know, submit something for review by your teacher. And the braver people will do that and maybe they'll get cut down. But other people, it's okay if you just sit in the back and you watch and you try to learn and maybe muster the courage to actually do it. People are in different stages like that.
Okay. Well, Matt Jackson said about our tips for selling cameras and lenses video, he said, I've never been scammed on eBay. Makes no sense. Also, your review of Craigslist are flawed. It's a community marketplace. Give me a break.
This video, we'd
Matt
given
Jackson,
tips for selling stuff and
Matt
warned people
Jackson.
about frauds in eBay and Craigslist.
Matthew Jackson, you're that guy that doesn't wear his seatbelt and says, I've been fine not wearing my seatbelt. I'm still alive. Just because you haven't been scammed yet doesn't mean scam doesn't exist. You need to learn. What's the word that I'm looking for?
It's a logical fallacy.
Yes.
Yeah, it hasn't happened to me, therefore it does not happen. That's not the case. You can learn from other people. People get scammed on eBay and Craigslist.
I get scammed on eBay at least twice a week.
There's literally somebody whose name is Craigslist Killer.
Yeah.
It's a community marketplace
We
where
went to high
sometimes people
school
kill
together. Craigslist Killer, he was voted In my class, most likely to kill on Craigslist.
Saying Hamitra says, my own boyfriend is the teacher. I mean, I'm grateful he taught me everything, but he will never stop talking about it, even on Valentine's Day.
I feel you.
Whoa, hey.
Tony.
Yeah, you can imagine what it's like to live with me. I've always trying to be helpful.
No, it's fine. We have some great discussions. But I will say last night when I was trying to talk about Cowboy on my live stream and you hijacked it to talk about camera gear, we're going to need some couples counseling after that. Okay. Torque of the Devil said, disappointed to see Chelsea has toned her drinking down. It was the only reason I tuned in and Pure Comedy Gold, which I thought, I'm going to drink a lot more. And then I thought, Torque of the Devil is the person saying this. So maybe I won't listen.
But you did.
But I did.
Yeah, good for you.
Cole says, this slightly less chill Tony scares me a little bit. Tony, you've been chill for so long, people can't even handle you when you're just moderate.
Oh, I think I was beyond moderate when I was trying to make Nikon SnapBridge work, but yeah, I challenge. That is the one thing that gets me is when stuff is just poorly designed. I don't know why. That is like my pet peeve when stuff just doesn't work the way it's supposed to. It infuriates me.
All computer problems get you because you're so chill all the time, but I can tell when something's going wrong because this is what I hear from across the room.
I do a lot of swearing too. I don't know why. I feel much more comfortable swearing at inanimate objects than I ever would at people or whatever, but I will swear at inanimate objects.
I've never heard you swear at a person, but I'd like to see it.
Siobhan, do you have any questions or comments for us while I find some portfolios?
I do.
Oh man, we got a lot of portfolios.
Do you personally have any questions?
Why are you leaving town when I'm coming?
I'm going to miss you. That's not right.
No, I'm sad.
Me too.
All right, next time. Where are you traveling next?
Charleston. And then Thailand. Those are 2 places that I'm going.
You nailed
Are
that question, Chelsea.
you doing work for either of them or both of them?
The first one is for pleasure, and the second one is for work. And I cannot talk about it anymore contractually. What else?
I'm going to ask you this because I've had a couple people ask recently, and I don't know why people are still. Never mind.
Just go for
Thought
it.
it was about okay. Can you ask Tony if it's possible to use spot metering all the time, and what would you be looking for to get the correct metering off?
I don't recommend using spot metering any of the time. So,
wow.
But it's possible. It's just you'd have to always be like finding something that was in the middle of your exposure and locking focus and then recomposing, and just I don't know why you would do that. People get it done. It's fine. And it was really useful in the film era. But nowadays you can just see your pictures, and I usually just let auto exposure work and then adjust the exposure compensation. That's what I teach people. It seems easier than trying to figure out spot metering, but
If you try to
whatever works for you.
If you try to simplify anything, people are going to Ken Rockwell you. They're going to take whatever you say and make you sound like the dummy.
Yeah.
And then post it everywhere on the internet. I know how you work. Siobhan, do you have any other questions? I know you do. I like how your mouth part matches your sweater.
Thanks. It doesn't in real life, but it does on video.
Oh, I knew she was a trick.
She's a
Special
ruse.
effects nowadays.
It's like how you always try to look orange on video.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Such tricksters in this studio.
We are totally in control of how our cameras make us look. Are you guys planning on testing any of the new flashpoint strobes?
I didn't have that planned, but that doesn't mean it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean it is going to happen.
Well, we do have some of the flashpoint strobes, but those that are the rebranded Godox ones we have, and I've been planning a review, those ones that we took to Thailand. And those are great.
Those were great.
Yeah, I have only praise for them. But then they released some new Flashpoint strobes that seem almost exactly the same but are different, and I don't really know what the difference
We
is.
gotta
So
look into it.
there's
I
too
love-
much stuff.
I
There's
love-
always stuff all the time.
I love things that are the same but different.
Yeah, just slightly different.
Mhm.
You must be a big fan of Canon.
Hmm. And pop music. What else, Siobhan? Oh,
Someone wants
Oh,
an
yeah.
8x10 print from me. I've never made a sale before. Advice on print service, shipping
first
from
of
Greg
all,
Shovlin. MPix, Greg, and congrats.
yeah, congratulations.
congrats.
First of all, congratulations. You're now a pro photographer, and we're going to tell you the secret password for that so you can reap all of the perks that comes with that. But you can get a professional account through MPix, or now, if you just sold one, just go to MPix, and they usually have, they usually do a really good job with their prints.
Yeah, and they'll
I've
do
seen
white box delivery where they won't like brand it with MPix. They'll make it look like it comes directly from you. It's totally pro.
Oh,
Totally pro. So that's what I always do.
totally. You should do a test print though, because I've had MPix mess up pictures too.
Yeah, sometimes I know it is. I will often get pictures sent directly to people, but every now and then I'll find out that it just didn't turn out the way I expected to. They're usually really good. Other services can be a little more flaky, but okay, we have a lot of portfolios submitted this week, so let's flip through them and see which one catches your eye.
We told people to do that. Whoa. Whoa.
That's Chris Reddy,
Whoa.
Jordan Brown, Maya
Oh
Rosebird,
my gosh.
Capture Candy. This is Kyle Medina.
Okay, I like a lot of these. Whoa.
I know, right?
Wow.
And look at this one.
Oh yeah, let's
Look at
do
this
this one
top
first.
couple. Okay.
Let's just go through all of them, but very quickly,
Oh, okay.
because we're going to do it different today because
Bryce Eilenberg.
where'd Siobhan go?
I'm just working on something.
I miss her.
He's got it. These shots are great. I feel like this work is almost just commercial, right? Like these pictures are usable for stock.
is-
This guy is.
This is amazing.
The like acrobat there is really usable.
This man is an underwear model.
Yeah, we got
This
some
man is
fashion going on.
ashamed of that underwear model. Okay, so you have really great pictures. You don't have too many of them. I like your layout. It's easy to navigate. It's not overwhelming. You also have wildlife. Good. Unique species. You could probably pare down a few. I mean,
Yeah, and I would suggest using the same layout for both of these pages rather than switching user interfaces because you can hover your cursor over an image and get the information about it without having to put it alongside. But
God.
that's okay too. It's not a big deal.
howdy. He's so fun and happy. I love that. You look very approachable. You seem like if I contacted you, you'd just be really friendly. I like that. He has a YouTube channel, and he also works on Fotolia and Shutterstock, so that's very cool. So that's one cool thing about doing stock is that you can take pictures of whatever you want.
Here's what Bryce had to say. I made his Squarespace portfolio last year, but I let it lapse a bit. It was super easy to resurrect it, and it was fun updating my previous best 15 to 20 pictures with my new best. I even decided to add a blog because why not? It's easy. Thanks for sending your portfolio in. This is infinitephotography00.com. Holy, yeah, that's fantastic.
That's cool.
So we have some like photo
So let's
manipulation
look at
going on
art.
there.
Okay.
Oh,
All right,
beautiful.
So you're playing with this technique, and I like that. I like this swirling leaf thing, multiple exposures.
Arms.
The
Yeah, all these
most
pictures are compelling.
crazy tree hugger known to man. You get a lot of great pictures. This one's funny.
Oh, that's awesome.
I love
Yeah,
this.
all these shots are great.
And then let's see, not too many portraits. You have the same model, but it's very diverse. Wow. You've got a great style. These are next level. I'd choose one of these. You're really developing a style. So this is very strong. I would get rid of these two since it's the same model. Just pare it down a little bit. I love these first three. Really good. This one is also very beautiful. You
Yeah.
get strong pictures.
Great shots.
Engagement. These are very nice. If this is something that you'd like to be hired for, I'd lead with this too, instead of art. Did he have a landing page? What was the homepage? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
So-
can kind of scroll through.
Yeah, you can scroll through, but if you are looking to sell your services, I would lead with your work that people would be more likely to hire you for, so engagement or weddings. I saw you had some really nice. Can we go in here? You can.
Wow. Yeah, these are great shots. These are totally pro shots. So if you're not selling your services, you certainly could.
Jesus. Beautiful. I love these. Okay. And let's go to contact. Nothing really there.
Yeah.
I would like to see you. This is a cool picture, but I'd like to see your face, just that I feel like I've met you already, and that would make you more approachable to hire. And if you want to do the weddings and engagements, and it looks like you've done quite a bit, but not a ton, maybe put a pricing page just so that people know you're within their budget. They might be more likely to hire you.
Yeah, if nothing else, that will make those all your friends who try to get free work out of you appreciate what your time is actually worth.
Actually, you make
Because I'm sure you get plenty of people hitting you up for it because you're great at it.
Yeah, you make a really good point, actually. If I've had a lot of friends in the past, not really friends, but people that hardly know me, actually, like Facebook friends, ask for services, and when I tell them my price, they think I'm like lying or something.
Yeah.
So it's actually just nice to have it there, even if you don't intend to do it full-time professionally, just to like have it set there. It's one of the perks.
This is Cal Medina, a friend of ours, and I really like this layout, even though it's not something I've seen before. Like, he hits you with a wow picture, and then you
Like,
have to
wow.
kind of enter his gallery.
What's this Medina guy about?
I like that layout a lot.
Okay.
I think it's a scroll down.
Oh, it's a
format.
scrolling. Oh,
Oh, okay. So is it just the? I guess I'm already confused about the
it's complex. So I'm gonna,
arrangement, like the user interface. Just
okay.
because we had two categories at the top, which is a weird number.
But he has a lot of these type of pictures. So, and then you can go to next. All right, let's see.
Oh, okay.
It's an immersive experience. It's a little complex, but it looks nice.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to recommend simplifying
Wow.
the user interface
I
a little
love this
bit.
bald eagle picture.
You have menus at the top, so don't have another set of menus down below. Just pick your best pictures and put them all in series. I would even mix the landscape and the wildlife.
I like the snobby deer.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, this is the same. You have. Oh, we can't click these.
Yeah, it sure looks like it should be. Those look like menus.
Okay, no, this is his thing, like photographer. This is like his description. So it's a little confusing because it looks like menus.
Yeah.
So this is his.
Oh, so those are
portfolio.
menus, but they're less prominent. I would definitely maybe even just swap the formatting.
Mhm. Find your park.
Yeah, that tricked both of us.
You are sneaky. Sneaky but talented. Hashtag not my president. Oh, so you took those pictures. Those were
Oh,
great,
yeah.
Kyle.
Yeah, those are great. Well, I guess our suggestion is I actually like the front page, even though that was a novel user interface that I'd never seen before, but I would rearrange this to be a little more traditional because
I like this
people,
picture.
they're not going to spend a lot of time getting to know your specific website. We kind of need to be able to jump in your website and have it look like other websites. And I know that's not the most creative thing, but otherwise people get lost and they don't actually explore it. So that's also advice you can ignore, of course. Let's see what Kyle had to say about his Squarespace site. Kyle says, Squarespace has been a breeze to get started. Simply click and drag. Too easy. Recently found out when I decided to change my website design that you can have a secondary website ready.
I know,
and
that's cool.
Easily just switch to the new when it's ready. Oh, so you can make a beta site. I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, I
If
did know
you're
that.
Like a development site. Oh, that's awesome. So if you're making big changes, you don't have to screw up. Your live site doesn't have to be impacted.
Yeah,
That's totally pro.
I know.
That's like a high level thing that high end website developers will have as a staging site. I didn't know Squarespace included that. No awkward in between stage. It just usually happens. Squarespace, if you're listening, hopefully the features that are locked to certain templates are available for others in the future. Oh, so some templates do have unique features.
Yeah, that'll happen. So it's easy to change templates, but sometimes a feature within one does not transfer to the other one. But
Yeah, just
it's still cool because you can try it out and you can say, okay, well, that was important to me. Let me try another template.
Yeah. Okay. CaptureCandy.com.
Food, because I'm hungry.
Okay.
Great pictures. The chef is kind of spooky.
Yeah, that was a pretty first page. It was, compelling in the way that it interacted with the scrolling.
And you know what? I usually don't like the staggered, this layout, but one thing that they did right is that they mixed some really close up pictures so that the thumbnail looks good. So you have this picture here, which makes it seem less cluttered, and also just a picture of beans. And so it's a nice presentation.
Yeah, but with the small format, the pictures of beans, like the close-up pictures, are going to work better.
Yeah.
Like I would lose this picture because it's almost the same as this picture, but this one just
That's a
works
nice
better
picture.
in this particular format.
Mm-hmm.
And you might even find a way to make that one bigger because it's going to be particularly interesting. I'm going to find out about him.
Oh my gosh, he's fun.
You have this set to open a new window, but we don't need that. You should just open it in place.
Okay.
And a good picture of yourself, and it makes you look fun
Fun.
and friendly. That's nice.
You get a lot of categories.
Yeah. No, keep in mind, nobody ever is going to go through all those different categories, and we do need a way to see just your best work without having to click on a category. So
This is what I imagine this type of photo shoot would be like. Like, Mom,
Yeah.
stop putting me in a pumpkin.
screaming babies.
Okay. You have so many great pictures. Studio. Wow. There's a lot to go through, though. Maybe, do you just have a landing page where you have just the best of?
Yeah, another case where you opened up a new window, and that's not necessary.
Okay.
You should have changed that. I just want to double check what happens when you went to the front page. Did he have a actual portfolio?
Oh, it's this scrolly thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's a lot. It's
so-
a lot to take in.
Yeah, there's too much. We could need to simplify this a lot. So I guess this is his actual portfolio, but I would just have people land here and then let them get to different
Look
categories.
at his
so they're
pictures,
not
though.
adding.
This is great.
Yeah,
You-
they're great shots.
You have so much going on. This is a good problem to have. You have so many great pictures and you have so much experience that it's a little bit overwhelming. That's easy. That doesn't mean you have to go out and shoot more. That means you just have to organize your pictures in a different way.
Yeah, and I don't like these are good pictures, but I feel like I saw better pictures in other categories. So you
Yeah.
might just reevaluate, making sure that this portfolio page really is all your best work.
Okay. Maya,
My Rosebird.
this is beautiful. Music, people, events, recent.
Okay, good. So 4 obvious and distinct categories. I like the interaction.
We have such amazing young people that follow our show. But Maya is in high school. Like she and Kyle Wolf and Flynn and numerous others, and they're just so incredibly talented. Look at these excellent pictures.
Yeah, these shots are just totally pro. Yeah, they're great shots. These are great. We're not grading on a curve
No.
for her being in high school.
No.
No, these are just awesome shots. Yeah, all of these. Look at all those nice tight crops. That is adorable.
Yeah, it's a great. I love that. That's like a magazine quality picture.
Yeah, I even love the grain in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so you're just totally pro now.
Yeah, you're pro.
You're done with this.
Fine. Why are you still here, Maya?
Some great shots. All,
She won
all of them are perfect.
She won a bunch of awards as well. She's just amazing.
Oh, I love the mood in that one.
Wow, look at this. Let's see. Well, we know her pictures are great, so what can we...
Yeah, where's her about page?
She's 15. She's just in high school. Wow, amazing, Maya. I'm so proud of you. You great picture of yourself. You look approachable. Your bio's not too long, just the facts.
I don't feel like I have any constructive criticism for it. It looked fine. Everything looks great. Nicely done. Perfect.
Really good.
Jordan Brown.
Jordan
Man,
Brown.
we're banging through some portfolios today.
I know. We told people to submit, so I wanted to get through a bunch. All right, you have some nice pictures. These two are repetitive. It looks like the same day and location, so
Yeah.
I would pull one of those out. Nice. Landscapes. Let's go up to portraits.
Picture's pretty gray.
I like that first portrait a lot. I'd pull out that one, that black and white one. It just looks flat compared to these two.
Yeah, I think I'm going to suggest combining your best landscape and portrait work, just putting your best pictures together into one stream and then thinning it out a little bit.
About.
This is good.
It's great. I love this. I get an idea for your personality. Very nice. You also have galleries.
So you got to have a better picture of yourself than photobombing somebody else's selfie, right?
Yeah.
And great portfolio. Thanks for sending that in. Oh my goodness. Okay. Chris Reddy.
I like that.
That's
I
some
love
God
those
rays.
rays. I like the big full screen display.
Yeah, I like that too. That's always my preference. Rochester, New York. I felt like it looked kind of like upstate New York.
Yeah,
Uh,
I like that.
I was
picture
born
a
in
lot.
Binghamton, so
Born in Binghamton. Sounds like a sad song.
it is kind of a sad song. I don't know why that isn't clicking for me. There it goes. People.
The people.
I will say one challenge with the full screen interface is it will necessarily crop your pictures for you. So, for example, if we were to change the shape of this window, it will continue to fill it up, but things could get a little weird. And that's more and more of a problem because more and more people are using cell phones and they're holding them vertically. Squarespace, they do you a favor and they let you put a dot on the focal point, so it will crop it for you, but it can lead to some kind of extreme stretching and things can look a little bit lower resolution when you do it that way.
Okay. I think you could just weed out a few pictures. Oh, we already did the about. He has a photo blog.
Yeah.
Chris is great. Chris is always helping us out in the group. He's really supportive. Got a lot of great tips.
Chris, you say your name repeatedly in the menus here, and you probably don't have to. You could just say about, you could just say blog. And instead of having a sub menu for portfolios, I would promote all these to top level menus. So just have people, architecture, landscapes, about, blog, contact. And you could even merge about and contact.
That's a good one. Oh, he's at the Oculus.
Yeah. That's a cool spot.
We got to go there. That's nice. Okay.
Great shots.
Thanks for sending it in.
Thank you, Chris. Martini photo. Beautiful shot.
Yeah, I love that.
Great shots. Yeah, this full screen interface is working really well.
This is just a little, you got to watch out for these artifacts here on the edges.
Yeah, and I would make the same suggestion that I made for Chris. You have this like projects and then 3 separate categories and then portraits is another category. Just have 4 categories at the top if you're going to do the different categories.
Not too many pictures.
You had some great wildlife shots, but you could definitely pare those down a little bit. Some of those weren't as solid as others. They weren't quite as striking. And in fact, you might be at the point now where you're better off having one big category and just your like 15 best pictures in that one top level category. That's the way I have my portfolio arranged.
Okay.
Keeping in mind that most people won't browse through multiple categories.
All right. So I feel like I don't have a sense of you for 2 reasons. One, Mordini, I'm assuming that's your last name. I'm not sure. Sorry if it's not. But when I go to contact, it doesn't tell me anything about you. I can't see a picture of you. I wouldn't hire you at this point because I feel very disconnected from you. And I don't know if I can hire you. So I don't know if you want to, you have some nice portraits and it looked like families. So put your picture, say what you're interested in, say if people can hire you. And yeah.
I love this template. You see how it has like 4 menu items and it changes dynamically as you hover over them?
Yeah.
Let's see what his cityscapes look like. Then it switches to a scrolling format. Yeah, that's beautiful. Gorgeous pictures. Nice.
Ooh, I love the colors in that one.
Yeah, these are all fantastic shots. Well, that last one isn't as striking. I like to, finish with a strong picture too. Street photography.
I love
That's a
that
great
one
shot.
of the horses. Yeah.
Yeah, and I love this mixing the 2 vertical pictures like that. That was really nice.
Oh, that's great with the bus and the snow.
In fact, you could even do a little more of that mixing of vertical images just to break up the layout some. Since
What's with the story there?
I don't know, but there is something about
Yeah, I like it.
the arrangement of that that's eye-catching.
Beautiful light.
Great job, Sebastian. I like that a lot.
Homeless, not faceless. I love that your category it very briefly tells the story of why you're taking these pictures. And I usually don't like pictures of homeless people because they can be exploitive, but like you're trying to tell their story, like his art and that these people are playing chess together. So I think that's very nice.
Well, let's see what Sebastian had to say about Squarespace. Which one is it? Sub photos. Oh, love it. So easy to use and elegant. I agree. I like Squarespace a lot. If you want your own awesome Squarespace portfolio,
That was a lot of portfolios.
go to squarespace.com/Tony. Get a 14-day free trial, no credit card required. You can put your best pictures up, make your site look awesome. And only then, if you decide that you want to keep going with it, would you need to put in a credit card. And you can use the coupon code portfolio to save yourself some money.
Portfolio.
Thanks everybody who submitted a portfolio. We got through a lot. I'm going to
Hey,
import some more
Siobhan,
pictures.
did you get any good questions while we were looking at all of those portfolios?
Sure.
Sure, you did.
Of course. I do need to give you a correction because you guys called Finn Flynn.
Really? I don't. When did we say Finn?
Because I was talking
During
about all the-
Maya's portfolio.
Oh.
That's so funny because I definitely know that's wrong. And I did this last week and I called Kevin Kyle. And I think that I just get spaced out. Guys, it's the end of a work day. I'm very sorry. And we're also terrible with names.
Yeah. Live stuff is
Don't
actually
worry,
really
Finn
hard.
has a new nickname.
Flynn. Sorry you're stuck with that forever.
I do have questions for you. Kyle
See?
Wolf has a drone question.
Okay.
It happens.
What's up, Kyle?
They're all good with words.
Clylo.
The FAA requires you to notify airports when flying within a 5-mile radius, but says nothing about heliports. However, their Before You Fly app shows them on the map with warnings. What protocol do you adopt when flying near a heliport?
I don't have an answer to that. I haven't seen any material addressing heliports specifically. As far as FAA regulations go, obviously helicopters can fly in different patterns than airplanes. They can fly just about anywhere, and so you have to obviously be aware of it. But generally, they won't be lingering below 400 feet too much. So, as usual, I guess just stay safe. And I'm not aware of any specific regulations, but that doesn't mean they aren't there. It just means I don't know. Sorry.
I hope that answers your question, Lyle.
Lyle. What's your favorite animal?
Tony's is a red panda.
Maybe a red panda is the cutest animal, but I also think it's hard to compete with a baby rhino. Look up baby rhino videos. My favorite animal is definitely a dog, though.
I think right now my favorite animal is Alex, the African gray parrot, because
It's very specific.
he not only could speak, but he would make his own words if he didn't know the word. So he didn't know the word for cake, so he called it tasty bread, which is the best description of cake I've ever heard. Mad props to Alex the parrot.
This episode is brought to you by Alex the Parrot,
I love him.
our newest sponsor. Let's take a look at a few pictures.
It makes me want a parrot, but then I'm like, parrots are supposed to be in the wild, and also they live too long.
I'm giving this picture a pick just because I do think it's a really
It's a
interesting story.
Environmental portrait.
Yeah, and I love that she has this Miss America outfit.
And also she's holding wires.
Yeah, I feel like they're in like a salvage location, and I like this guy looking over his shoulder. It's just a great picture overall. I don't know. The story here seems to be about the photographer. Maybe because we are photographers, it doesn't seem like an especially exciting
No,
story.
I think that she's showing that these people are important because they're having their photo taken. This is John.
Okay.
I do not.
Let's look at that running of the bulls, or at the running of the bulls, at the histogram. I really messed
Let's
up the
look
word
at this
histogram.
guy.
You're right. There's a lot of interesting expressions as we kind of explore the photo. So let's just get that black point down a little bit. I think this does a really good job of telling the story of the
Very
hike.
Stand By Me.
Yeah, I mean, they are hiking. There's not like, oh, we're exhausted or, oh, we got trapped out there. But
I want a white point.
okay. What was the sound that you made? That I need a white point sound? Yeah, that extra contrast definitely helps. Get the before and after there, a little more pop.
So darling, Look, they got the dice in the air. Like you just don't care.
Yeah, I think as far as telling that particular story, they did a good job of capturing it. It'd be nice if, we had some more ambient light,
What
but I
is
understand.
the story?
She's playing craps, it looks like.
What is his face about?
I don't know. Wishes he was playing craps. I got free wine because I'm gambling.
Oh, do you think he hit his head?
Yeah, maybe.
This is why I never let my baby drive. They can't even manage their own headspace. Are you crazy?
I think it's an interesting shot. Again, the story doesn't pop to me. I can see she's talking to somebody. Maybe he's a
Not
priest.
just somebody. Maybe he's a priest. Maybe his clothing choices are unusual.
Yeah, I can't guarantee that he's a priest. I haven't checked his ID or authenticated him or
This
anything.
is a great picture. I think it tells a story. Like, this is what you put up with when you're a priest.
Poor lady. Maybe he started the conversation.
I doubt it.
I'm giving this one a pick. We have anguish, we have celebration, and we have the puck right there. It's all about that puck. Tells that story. This guy, some level of amazement.
These people blow my mind.
Yeah. This isn't like good for you kind of working out. Like working out can be good for you, but then it also can go to the point where you're just destroying your joints and your body. And this guy's intense, but he
has to
is
wear
very
that
strong.
skirt for medical purposes.
This is a beautiful shot too.
This is.
I mean, I can tell the story is that he's getting ready to go surfing.
And his leg muscles are tight.
This could definitely be stronger if it was a little bit closer, or if they were doing like they're just kind of like standing around. I feel like they're getting ready to do some Game of Thrones stuff, but
Really, I was thinking more like Monty Python.
this almost feels like, I don't know, he just
Are
got
you
left
in a
on this
rapid
island
fire
and they're
mode and you're just not letting me in on it?
jump in.
No, I want to hear the rest of your story. Sorry.
Uh,
His parents are on that boat. They
Yeah.
said, Kevin, if you don't stop asking, you're going to stay here. And he said, yeah, right. And then the whole family got on the boat and left. That's what I would do.
yeah. I was just giving you the opportunity to. I didn't want to cut you off. But now you're just going to be stubborn about it?
No, I just didn't have anything to say about this one.
Yeah, I think it's good. She's telling, like, forget.
See that word? It says forget. Oh, look at this baby.
Let's look at that histogram and get that white point up nice and bright so that
Oh,
we're not just like left with these muddled grays.
okay. I can handle that.
Chelsea's holding down the Alt key. That's why the screen goes black. It'll highlight anything that is perfectly white. There you go. We have so much more contrast. I think we can even raise the overall exposure. I do not know what the story
I
is
do.
here.
Like these two stiff white collar kind of guys came up to this cool dude and they were giving him trouble. They were like, no sunglasses in the place. But he does.
In the place. I like the long exposure here. That's really well done. That's definitely what makes that shot interesting.
Mm-hmm. It also tells the story better.
Yeah, this is an interesting picture. I have no idea what the story is, but it is eye-catching.
They were asleep in this house. A strange light came into their front yard, so they ran away. There can be no other story. Oh no. This is a fresh baby.
No, she doesn't know who this dude is. And she was just laying, trying to relax in the park a little bit. And this dude comes and jumps on her. And she's like, what are you doing? I just got my nails done. Get off me.
She does have nice nails. That's a nice picture. I wish I had documented that moment.
This is the future of selfie drones. What is that, though? Look at that big monster camera on there. I don't know what that is.
I like this. I'm going to give this a pick. I should have given more picks, but I forgot that was a thing. This guy is entirely too old to be chasing
I was
the
going to
geese.
say.
This is a small child activity.
Every 6-year-old chases birds, but
I don't even like when kids do it. I'm like, stop.
I mean, I guess we don't know his age. He could just be very tall 6-year-old, and this could be totally
Why do
appropriate
people
behavior.
let their children do that? Like, would you like it if a goose let their babies chase your children? Think.
This is Westworld.
Oh,
Yeah, he's gonna go do awful things to a robot.
Tony, that's inappropriate. This is a family show.
This guy
He's gonna get in
is
trouble.
breaking the law. He doesn't have his hands on the handlebars. He is reckless.
He's moving. See the movement?
I know. That's what I'm saying is reckless.
These
And you can see him in the
motorcycle
mirrors
people-
there.
Oh, just being reckless?
No, it's a cool shot.
It is.
Good shot. Another shot with a long exposure. I
Thank
think that
you.
adds so much to the story by
Thank
just
you.
showing the movement to it. It's a travel shot.
Duck.
This definitely does not have story.
Oh my gosh, when you're
Okay.
just a very tired, handsome gentleman. We've all been there.
Okay.
Well, because I was going to expose for his skin a little more.
It is underexposed. There you go. Now, I feel like we missed
Strong, very
the cool
tough.
story here
This
because
her mom.
she is about to do something awesome or just did something awesome, but I feel like we missed it. Instead, we just kind of get her marching, but something's about to happen, right?
I don't know. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's just a marching competition.
She has a black belt on. That is bad news for somebody.
Oh, look.
She's busted up some fingers.
Oh, she's very tough.
Yeah.
He's scared.
Anyway, there's a story about to happen.
It's like me.
I think this is a good example of storytelling too. They look exhausted. The ball is in the soccer goal, which to me, I don't know, it tells a story of defeat.
Pick.
I think they did a good job with it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I love the reflections there.
This long.
That's awesome. I'm gonna get that one a pick
Yeah.
too.
This is great.
Oh
Man.
he's busking without a license.
He's busted. Is this a message to you? I'll give it a pick for secret message to Tony. I don't.
Activated. I'm gonna go a dro.
Ooh, is this a religious message? Like, there's only one way, and it's going to church.
Yeah, not left turn certainly.
Let's bring up the exposure, and I would Photoshop a little angel.
Wow, those are some big hats. That's a really cool shot. I don't know what the story is, but it's a cool shot.
This is beautiful.
Yeah, this looks
Pick.
nice and peaceful.
I've been here. Pick. Is this also Westworld? Pick. Siobhan, do you have any other questions?
Our girl Roxy is in the chat.
Oh, hey Roxy.
You know how I love Roxy. We've yet to pick a book for our book club.
Guys, I want in your book club.
Well, you should pick the book because that's kind of where we're getting hung up.
Okay, cool. I read a lot. It's gonna be something weird. Okay.
No, don't. How weird.
What? Not really weird. Like maybe something about crime.
I love crime.
Okay, cool. Do you guys have any tips on doing product photography?
Not just like generally.
Yeah, yeah, we've definitely done some product photography and it's
is
hard.
key.
Yeah, product photography is really hard. If it has a reflective surface, you're going to be dealing with a lot of reflections, and that can be really hard. So you need to like put things in front of the camera so you don't appear in the photo itself, and you're going to be getting like dust and hair and stuff in it. It's hard to get
It
stuff picture
depends
perfect.
too. Is this like modern, more lifestyle-y product photography, or just very clean background, simple, traditional?
Yeah, and I'm sorry. I guess I just don't have enough information. That's a beautiful
I'm
shot.
gonna give this a pick. This is a story.
Yeah. Wow. I don't know, but that is definitely an interesting story.
Yeah.
Hockey's a rough sport.
Any other questions, Siobhan?
That's a cool shot.
Sure.
I wonder.
Oh, this is a beautiful story.
Yeah,
Give that one a pick right away. Really
course.
nicely done.
Chris Reddy wanted me to mention that there are now 3,418 people on the Stunner map.
Oh,
Dang, Chris.
so Chris is
I have no idea. I
very
got that
generous
big.
with his time. He made a stunner map. So we have a group, and we call ourselves the Stunners, and it's on Facebook. If you buy our book, then we give you access if you request it. And he put all of the people that wanted to be on the map. He made a map and he pinned them on there so you can see where all of these people that you talk to around the world, where they are. And where is it? Is it at sdp.io/map? Does anybody here know? Forgot. I have it written
I
somewhere.
don't know. I'm sorry.
It might be Stunner map.
Justin's scrambling. We'll come back to it.
Yes, it is Stunner map.
Stunner map. Check it out. It's very cool. Thanks again, Chris.
Ren's fighting over it. I'm going through really quickly and kind of
Okay,
picking
yeah.
some that we can talk
We're
about.
going to wrap it up. We're coming to the end here. That's
Oh,
great.
That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me go back and just filter those a little bit.
Okay. Let's go through these last ones.
I thought this guy
Wow.
was super cool.
Yeah.
This shot's just beautiful,
I
right?
like the swim cap.
Oh yeah, I gave it a pick. I just thought this picture was really cute, and the guy has the best ice cream I've ever seen. I like that they put an ice cream cone inside of his ice cream cone. I don't know what you do with that, because you definitely resign at some point and throw away like a good 2.5 pounds of ice cream when
If
you're
you're a
done.
quitter.
I guess I'd have to be a quitter. This shot has a beautiful mood and tells a really interesting story, and I don't know, they did a good job with the like outfit and everything, posing and expression. A couple of wrens aloe feeding.
I like this one a lot.
Yeah,
I'm going
it's
to give
good
that a
shot.
pick. Good colors, good expressions.
You want to wrap it up?
Yes, thank you so much for submitting your pictures. Thank you, Squarespace, for making this show possible. Thank you, Siobhan and Hungry, for being you. And Justin, too. We will see you next week. Our theme will be black and white photos. And by then, Siobhan, Roxy, and me will pick a book for book club. And you can read along with us if you like. So thank you. See you
Thanks,
next
Chris,
week.
Kyle, Roxy, everybody. Bye.
That is all.
Somebody asked if you've ever seen a chicken with pants, and I think that's important.